This is my business. It's my business when I'm gonna get married, when I'm gonna have children, when I'm gonna get a better job, when I'm gonna go back to school. I don't want to talk about none of that. We're gonna talk about happy, merry go lucky. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and that's it. And we love each other, and that's it. Don't bring up nothing of my personal business because I don't bring up yours. Period.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
Hey, it's your girl Kalisha. I'm back with another video, and today I'm coming at y'all with this is Vlogmas Day 4, y'all. Day 4. I'm trying to be consistent. Not trying, I'm doing it. Staying consistent to Vlogmas. Not really getting into all the talking because I just want to get straight on into the video. So, if y'all can't see by the title, today's video is about dealing with judgmental family for the holidays because I want to do more holiday-centered videos. I have notes on my phone that I typed out, and this really just going to be dealing with toxic family for the holidays. And I'm not saying that the family is toxic. The family in this video that I'm going to be talking about is not toxic all the time, but y'all about to see. What I'm going to do is, y'all know I like to relate to what I'm trying to give advice about. So, if you don't know me and you just want the advice, I'm going to put a timestamp somewhere right here where you could go and just hear the tips. 2017 was a hard year for me, okay? I moved out with my mom into my aunt's house because me and my mama wasn't getting along at all. I had graduated. I ended up not going to school. And with that not going to school, my family, like, was so judgmental. Like, they had everything under the sun to see. So, you know, people was talking to me about it. Other people wouldn't. Like, people would really talk about it behind my back and not really, you know, come to me. But it would always come back around, and I would always hear about who's saying what. And they're like, oh, Kalisha not doing nothing with herself. She's throwing her life away, this and that, this and that. So, I mean, I get where certain family members coming from with that. Because, you know, they just want you to be the best. Like, my mama had me, like, I just couldn't stand her because it was like, okay, you don't understand. She was like, and I understand where she coming from, and she coming from a good place. She like, I want you to be better than me. I want you to actually go to school and you don't have to struggle working buku jobs, you know, dealing with that. And then, you know, churn come in, and then it's like your goal is to be pushed more and more and more back. But what she wouldn't understand is that it's not like I wasn't going to school on purpose at that time. I wasn't going to school because it's like the school I was going to, my financial aid would have never covered it. And it was just so much build up stuff. And I didn't do something in time anyways. But I really wasn't even really ready to go to school at that point. I didn't know what I wanted to do. It was so stressful because, like, I was going through a rough year, like, mentally. Like, my mind state was just so, I could really get into that. But 2017 was a hard year for me, just period. And then with the continuous of the family, like, oh, what Kalisha doing? She not doing that with herself. She throwing her life away, this and that. So fast forward. That's how it was the whole year. People wouldn't really say it to me, but they would say it and it would get back to me. Maybe a few people would say it, but, you know, whatever. So come time for Christmas. For Christmas every year we go to my uncle's house in Lake Charles or whatever. So, you know, we over there having like a good time or whatever. I guess I'm talking to certain family members I'm not talking to. I was really talking to my little sisters and my little cousins because I wasn't really getting along with the adults at that time because, like I said, it was that. So, my grandfather or whatever, so I had walked outside. It was like getting kind of dark. It was like getting dark outside. I wouldn't say it's getting late because y'all know it get dark outside now. So I walk outside or whatever, and my grandfather and my step grandfather both talking all the time. They always outside together, like just talking, you know. I call them the BFFs. So they was outside, so my step grandfather, he was like, yeah, whatever. And my other papa was like, oh, I need to talk to you. Like my grandfather, he was like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, me, I don't play that. I don't like that. Oh, I need to talk to you, the tiptoeing, the this and that. Tell me what you need to say now, because I don't want to feel like, oh, what they have to say, this and that. No, tell me what you need to say right now. Don't be like, oh, I need to talk to you. So I was like, no, what? He was like, no, I'm gonna talk to you later. And I'm like, no, whatever. And my step grandfather was like, oh no, if y'all need to talk, you can talk or whatever. So my step grandfather stayed right while we was talking, but whatever. So my grandfather was like, when you're going to school, basically. And I was like, I don't know, I just, whatever, like, I guess not this year. And he was like, well, I heard, your mama told me that you don't want to go to school and you not trying to do nothing, all kind of stuff like that. And then just started, like, I honestly at that time I felt attacked, just saying all kind of stuff. I was so mad at my mama. I hated my mama at that point. To be honest, I rode there with my mama and I ended up not riding back with her because I was just so, like, aggravated and disgusted. So it was like a whole thing. I was crying and I don't even want to get into everything, but I understand where he was coming from. He was coming from a good place because he was like, I don't want you to go and get a degree. He was like, I don't want you to have children and then make it harder on yourself. And I don't want you to, this and that. And I understand where he was coming from in a good place. Good intentions, yeah. Delivery, terrible. Like, you're not going how they say you don't catch flies, or you catch more flies or honey. Like, try to, like, handle people in a better way. Like, you didn't even know, like, and I was going through a real tough time, y'all. Like, I didn't even want to live at that point because it was just like time was just passing me by and nothing. And I mean, I would kind of say this year I was kind of in a place kind of like that, but not as bad. Like 2017 was terrible for me. And then, just adding on to it, the people that's supposed to be my support system was the main ones bashing me, so it just felt like, like a punch to the gut, so that's just, a little short story about like how I could relate and how, it's like you just feel like the whole world is piling up on you and you already going through a tough time. I just graduated high school. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know what. And on top of that, my family is all like, instead of supporting me and actually seeing what I want to do and seeing what's wrong with me, see what, this and that. No, they was all piling up on me like, oh, all she want to do is this. She don't want to go to school. She want to throw her life away, So if you are that family member and you seeing this, just know that you don't know what that person is going through. They may seem like they're not doing nothing at that time. They may be in a deep depression, because I was in a deep, I'm telling y'all, so many days I was just like, I don't want to be here no more. And it's, I don't even like going back thinking about that time, because it was just, like I said, it was just, it affected me so much. And still to this day, it kind of like, I bring back to that point and I go back, and even when I get sad now, I go back to thinking about that point in my life when I was at my lowest, and I'm just grateful for everything I have. So it's good to, go through the times, because when you make it out, it's like, dang. But if you one of them judgmental family members and you doing that to somebody, try to reconsider that, okay, yeah, I want the best for them, but maybe see, how to say it better to them, how to explain it to them, how to be like, in a different way, and not to just all pile up on that person, or to be all behind their back talking about them when you don't even know what they're going through. And they're not talking to you about it because personally, you attacking them every time you see them, so they don't feel comfortable coming and talk to you. So I'm getting into the points of how to deal with the toxic family. These may not be the best points, but this is from my standpoint, good points. So I feel like a good first point is know when it's an attack or when they truly concerned. And regardless, like I said, a lot of my family members, like maybe a couple of people, was just like just wanting to say, oh, she not gonna do nothing with her life. She don't want to do nothing with her life. And there were, but for the main part, the main people in my family, like my grandfather, like I said, the way he did it was like, it was just bad to me. But he was concerned that he wanted me to do something better with my life at that, at that time. So I just feel like it's good to know when it's just an attack and when they just want to bring you down, because some people do have family members that just want to bring them down, period. And know when it's concern, like when it's genuine concern, so you don't like go over the top, over the edge, just so mad at them because it's really concerned and they just not good with their delivery. Number two, especially in, I would say, just because I'm black, I'm saying in a black household, but I don't know, I guess other, cultures too, but don't be automatically disrespectful about it. Like, don't be automatically just, what's that word? Like, you just act, why I can't think of that word? That's a simple word. Like, you just go, like, don't just, like, go off without thinking. Like, don't just, like, automatically get mad. I don't know the word. I don't know why my head not here. But don't get disrespectful, because when you get disrespectful in that situation, you automatically wrong. It don't matter if they talking to you like a dog. You already know in our culture, which is toxic, and I believe that we should stop that cycle when we have children and the future generations. But if you disagree with an adult, you're automatically being disrespectful. That's not what I mean by don't be disrespectful. Because if you have a disagreeing point, you better state that disagreeing point. Because guess what? If you don't state it, nobody else will say it for you. But what I mean by don't be disrespectful is don't automatically be like, leave me alone, get out my face, because that's a way that I would react. Like with my mama, when she was talking, it was just like automatically like I'm hanging up on her. I would hang up on her all the time. It's like, get out my face, Don't automatically do that. Don't get so, what is that word? It is sitting on top of my head, but y'all know what I mean. Don't just do that because, you automatically gonna be in the wrong. No matter how bad that person might have been talking to you, saying stuff about you, embarrassing you, if you come back like that, they're gonna look at you as you automatically wrong. So just find other ways to, go about it. Setting boundaries. And it's hard, especially with people like us. Setting boundaries, being like, okay, we going into this holiday season, we going into this, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. Certain things that y'all might want to bring up, like a lot of people, they go through, especially being towards this age, like, when you go graduate school, when you go back to school, when you go get married, when you go have children, when you go get a better job, this and that. And it's like, okay, dang, you want to just kick it with your family, and it's like as soon as you get there, they kicking you down. And it's like, why would I want to think about that when it's a holiday and I'm trying to be happy? You don't think I think about it 24/7 when it's not a holiday? Let me at least enjoy my day. So before you go, set boundaries and be like, okay, we're not talking about this, and this. This is my business. It's my business when I'm going to get married, when I'm going to have children, when I'm going to get a better job, when I'm going to go back to school. I don't want to talk about none of that. We're going to talk about happy, merry-go-lucky. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and that's it. And we love each other, and that's it. Don't bring up nothing of my personal business because I don't bring up yours, period. So that's a good one, setting boundaries. But y'all know, if you set a boundary and a family like ours, you said it, they're gonna run right over it. You said another one, they're gonna run right over it. So, but that's a good start to try. Hopefully they respect it, but a lot of times I know they don't. If they end up bringing it up, just in a polite way, be like, I'm not talking about that. I don't want to talk about it. This is my business. This is my life. I don't want to talk about it. If you set the boundaries and they still, bring it up, don't get mad. Don't go over the top and be like, I'm not talking about that. So either bring up another subject or I'm walking away. And that's it. And if they take that as disrespect, then that's just on them. But that's honestly not disrespectful. Be like, I'm not talking about it. I don't feel comfortable talking about it. It's my personal business and I don't want to talk about it, period. Another one is don't go. Now, I know some people don't have the choice to not go. Some of y'all young and y'all have to go. Your family bring y'all. But if you have the option to not go, then don't go. And don't let them guilt you into not going and being like, oh, you not coming because whatever. If you don't feel comfortable going and you just feel like you already going through a time and they about to bring you down even more, don't go. I'm telling you, it's better to just keep your mental state at a better place, and rather than having people that's really supposed to be in your corner punching and kicking you down in a mental way. And it's just, you don't have to go. You don't owe nobody nothing, honestly. So don't even give them your time. You used to spending holidays with your family, and that's me. I'm used to spending holidays with my family, so it's like I think, oh, I don't want to not go. But if that's going to affect you that negatively, don't go. You can chill by yourself, chill with friends, people that's going to make you happy, because that's what the holidays is about, period. If you able, dry yourself down. Dry yourself down, because, okay, you get up. The best thing to do for holidays. Drive yourself down. You go, you get a plate of food. They start getting on your nerves. Peace. Adios. I'm out. Good seeing all y'all. Y'all look cute. Bye. Pack your couple of to-go plates and doses. That's just period. So if you're able to try yourself down, hit the road after they start getting on your nerves. I'll call somebody to come pick you up once they start getting on your nerves. Period. All else fails and you're down, and they still just with the nitpicking, or they just have slight comments, or they just want to bring up conversations that you're not comfortable talking about, don't let it affect you. That's the best way to handle it. And I know sometimes when you are already in a tough place and people bringing up stuff you don't want to talk about, it's hard to not let it affect you, and it's hard not to blow up. But just the best road to take is the high road. Don't let it affect you. Don't let it affect you negatively. Don't let the sly comments, don't let the continuous your business being brought up, don't let the conversations that's being had about you affect you. Just let it go over your head and just be like, you know what? I don't care what none of y'all have to say. I'm going to do me regardless. Period. And it's hard. It's hard. That's a piece of advice that I still need to learn how to take, because I can't, if something really bothering me, I'm going to erupt like a volcano. I can't just not let something affect me. But if y'all are good at that, because they have some people that's good at that, just don't let it affect you. Just let them say what they going to say. Sometimes they miserable themselves, so just don't let it affect you. And I'm not talking about my family in this video, y'all. I'm just saying I know a lot of people deal with this. So my last one is just stop caring about other people's opinions. Family, your mama, your mama, your papa, your aunts, your uncles. I have this video that I had on my computer, and it's not on my channel at all. It's me. I was crying, y'all. It was 2 years ago. I was crying. I was like so like I was just so like, I felt like nobody in my family cared about me. I felt like everybody was trying to knock me down and this and that, and I know what I felt was valid, but at the same time, it's like I overly cared about their opinions too much. I overly cared if they was like, oh, you're not doing nothing with your life. I would let that affect me so much. Or if they would be like, oh, Kalisha, you want to end up with nobody, I would let that affect me so much. I would let every little thing that they would say get to me. I would let, other people's opinions get to me. And the main thing I would do is I would do things to make them happy. Like trying to hurry up and go to school, doing that to make them happy, trying to do certain things to please them instead of pleasing myself. When you stop caring about other people's opinions is when you truly gonna be happy and truly do what's best for your life. Don't let your family opinions, friends' opinions, what other people do in their life stop you from doing what you really want to do. Period. So long, like, my channel is not big or nothing, but for so long, like, I don't know if I talked about this, my grandmother was like, oh, you need to stop playing on that internet and do something. Like, my mom and I said so many times, oh, she want to sit down and play on the internet, but she don't want to do this. And that's like a stab. Like, that feel like, dang, like, that's like that really hurt, and I was letting that affect me so much. I stopped doing my channel for a long time because of that, and I really tried to do the traditional route of things that, of course, they would want me to do. And would I be here talking to y'all if I listened to them? No, you have your own path in life. So don't let nobody opinion sway you from what you want to do in life. Don't let nobody opinion affect you or stop you from what you want to do. Just don't let their opinions bother you, period. Do what's best for you and do what make you happy. These might not be the best points, y'all, but this is all I have for this show. I don't know. It's hard dealing with toxic people for the holidays. And I'm not saying that my family is toxic, but I'm saying that, we have toxic traits. And sometimes, you never know how what you say is going to affect somebody. So if you that person that always might have a job to say about somebody, maybe consider thinking twice before you get there and say it, because you never know how what you say go affect somebody. Period. And that's all I have to say. So I love y'all, and this is just a quick Vlogmas video. Like I say, every video is not gonna be a vlog, but I just wanted to get this video out for y'all because it is holiday themed. So see y'all in day 6. No, day 5, because this is day 4. See y'all in day 5. Bye.